Okay, Tony. Let me be. Woo. Yeah, I know it's dark. I like it this way. Dark mood. Dark mood calls for darkness. Moving around anyway, so deal with it. I'm in a dark mood. Deal. Oh, man. Life is better when you're wearing a leather jacket. It's got to be a biker jacket. Suede ain't gonna cut it. Leather jacket's a home. It's armor. It's coolness. Everyone looks better than a leather biker jacket. That Wander would look great in a leather biker jacket. I'd buy her one. Yeah, too poor. I think about it. I chip in. The Give Wander a leather jacket fundraiser. I would do that. It'd be legit. We didn't even have to look at see it. It's just we'd know. Yep, Wander's got a leather jacket on her. She's wearing it when listens to Old Skilled. That'd be a hoot. I connect with Skilled better if I'm wearing my magic leather jacket I got from people I've never met in person. Yeah. Yeah. Need to take more drugs or fewer drugs tonight. I can't decide. Oh well. I'll err on the side of danger. Well, nothing bad's gonna happen, but I'll just be even more goo brain, which I'm working on. Consciousness is not doing it for me lately. At least I'm not a podhead. There's always that. To be a real wreck. I wonder who here also been a non-stop wreck for a period of time. It means you have a soul. Hey, Daniel, what's going on? I'm back again. No good reason why. I'm just here. Sitting in the dark, wearing my leather jacket, wearing my beret. I think everybody does that, don't they? No, I don't think they do. People should. Yeah, Robert, but you take medication for that. How you doing? Your name's Nick anyway. I'm not going to call you Robert because you're obviously a Nick. Roberts are suspicious. At least you're not a Bobby. I wouldn't do that to you. Yeah, I'm distraught about the political climate if we had one, and I no longer feel like a good American, and I believe that democracy is dead. That's what I'm flogging lately. I think it's going to stay this way for me. It sucks. It's the age of the suck. I'll get over it somewhat. I'll shut up about it at least. As long as you shut up about it, you can think whatever you want to. You can't take that away from us yet. Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah. For your showbiz career. Yeah, I understand. Oh, I understand that. Yeah. I've had a lot of aliases in my life, Nick. A whole bunch. I seem to generate them, which is great. Almost nobody calls me by my real first name because it's all online and it's all Skilled. Which I answered Skill, but not my real name, which is great for me. I'm fine with that. No, my My first slave name is relatively public anyway because I lapse all the time. So I'm self-doxing. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta send Susie an email one of these days. You too. Fill you in on shit, but yeah. Yeah, Monty, that was a good one. That was my favorite. Monty Welk. That's great. Monty, I forgot about Monty. Picked up the name Monty from my ex's daughter who hated me, and my pseudonym was Monty, and I liked it. I don't think so, Brett. Well, I've been peeking through your window, so I'm pretty stealthy about it. Sorry about peeing in your yard. Yeah, I'm old. It happens. Bring a bucket when I'm peeking through your window, so I can peek through your window and pee into a jug at the same time. How's that for freaking you out? How about that for a living nightmare? Yeah.
Sound familiar?
You just invite me in and we eat candy. There we go, Brent. That's the way to look at it. When life gives you lemons, pee on them. I don't know what that means. I'm old and senile. I can say anything I want to. Anyway, that's the way I like it. Where's my coffee? There's my coffee. I'm a coffee though. Very underrated album, this one. Well, Alice Cooper's underrated anyway, in general. Just a damn shame. Man, I did that for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's not weird at all, Brandon. Yeah. I'm a hobo. Peeing outdoors, I prefer it. I really do. My ex loved peeing out in the woods and stuff. She got a big kick out of it. Not that she wasn't pervert. She just felt like she was getting away with something. I'd be a guard, Tootie. Cover me. All right, so there's a bathroom over there. No, I'm camping. All right, sweetheart. Lord knows I'd be peeing in the bush too. It's just easier for me. Hide behind the tree. I've taught a couple of girlfriends how to pee on the side of the freeway and get away with it. It can be done, and I'm an expert at it. No corn cob. Yeah. I used to just get newspaper wadded up so it gets a texture, and if you're camping up, if you're poor, it's great for toilet paper. It works fine. Oh, that fast food napkins. God, I go through a dispenser. I would gather about 75 and then shove it in my back pocket, and I'd accumulate all these paper towels. So I just had it. And I'd still be bumming, but I'd still have girlfriends. Like, I need to blow a nose. And I just hand them a fast food napkin that smelled like cigarettes, and they got used to them. But my ex, why do you carry all those paper towels in your pocket? You're not a hobo anymore. And then she'd have to need them too. Your dad's cool. I like your dad. Your dad makes sense. God. I hate Lewis flies. Legitimately great. well. Still go with the story. Oh, it's like downtown LA. It just happens. Alleys. You go to the I don't know. I haven't been downtown LA for a long time, but you go to the alleys and everyone stunk of urine. But the thing is, when if it hadn't rained for a while, it would rain, and the pee smell would seep up, and you couldn't breathe for a couple of days. It was the worst smell in the world. It's like wino pee and dead stuff. You just had first couple the rains of the season were just awful. Like, God. I can still smell it, but I like the dust smell of downtown LA. I worked out there, got used to it. It was great. I love downtown LA. I didn't have a problem there. We all go to the bathroom. We're allowed to talk about it. It's actually funny. We all have that in common. Why be afraid of it? Yeah. It's like poop. You take a great poop, you feel like you want to call people. Yeah. It's a big thing in the morning, and it's enormous. You're great. Look what I did. Did that come out of me? Oh my God, what an achievement. Yeah. Nothing wrong with it. As long as it's not pervert, German tourist poopy stuff. Whatever, it is what it is. Just, yeah, right now the rest of my brain is a raving radical. I don't think Nick has seen me political quite some years now, but oh boy, it's there. I still have my chops. I just kept quiet about them. Well, it's not only politics; it's sociology and some economics, but ethics and yeah. Watching the country go to ruin. Where's our friend? Real Trump? I haven't seen him back. We really need him right now. I got some words for him. He's not the real Trump. If he was real Trump, he wouldn't be on there. I wouldn't allow him on this channel. My old. That's great. I'm not sure if intellectual would be it. Or something like that. I had a lot of time on my hands, Nick, and I paid attention. That's all that matters. I thought people were supposed to do that, and I spent a lot of time being outside of society to find out that people like being stupid, Nick, and you notice that people like to be stupid, willfully ignorant. I will never come to grips with that. I can't. I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to be. How is it? Probably, Brent. Yeah, Nick, but however, my mediocrity shined. Yeah, well, yeah, it's like, it was, yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially the office women. Dear God, it's like Sarah Lee coming to life. Except for Susie Fleischer. She was a shining light. It's like, he obviously doesn't belong here. He was too good for Rainbow Light. Too good for Threshold. The first time we have a real conversation, we were just fast friends for life. It's like, God, we loved each other. This is great. We hated all the same things. And hate will bond you more than anything else. We ridiculed everything. But we're still nice. Hey, everybody's better than with me. So I like being the lowest of the low. It's my niche. I don't know if I want to hear this one. Oh, this. I don't like this one is. Really is. Robert's a wide open. Yeah, we worked at it. It was a kind of a hippie vitamin place. And I lived in another vitamin place. I was a warehouse guy, so was Nick. Yeah, we weren't very hippie. I certainly wasn't. I was shaving my head wearing Charles Manson t-shirts. That's how hippie I was. I got away with it, too. A glow-in-the-dark Charles Manson t-shirt. I got that from Mark Wilding, who was a genius. God, Mark was one of the funniest people ever. I didn't even take the damn thing, Brent. Hey, Steve. Thank you, Steve. That's a great thing to say. Yeah. Because, Steve, the TV talks back to you here. It's personal. Oh, my God. It's not my usual paranoia. It's really talking to me. Whoa. Man, this album's good. I don't know. He was a very, very intelligent ex-con guy. Everything he said was in code. Everything he said made absolute sense. It's just prison code. He's great. Except for the kill stuff, he wasn't. He was terrible. He was awful. I would have liked to have met him, but he's supposed to have been just a crabby, boring, grouchy old man in prison. So I met people who knew him. It wasn't hard because I had a lot of friends who had been through the prison system. I'm kind of proud of that. I knew a lot of cons. A lot of them. I think Nick met a couple of them. I think Nick met my friend biker Jeff. I think I know he did. The place with the house with the swastika on the wall and the guns. It was actually it was actually a trailer. There you go, Steve. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think kindergartners wouldn't like this. Oh yeah, Brent. Ted Bundy is not my favorite. Yeah, Nick. Some of the cons are some of the best people you'll ever meet in your life, and they'll give you a good insight. You just have to don't judge them because they won't judge you. They're human beings. They're not that frightening. They're not frightening at all. Can be if you fuck with them, but that goes for anything. Yeah, when I was married, that little trailer was a hotbed for just nefarious activity. Very nefarious, sketchy. I loved it. Too bad my wife lived there. Besides that, it was great. Yes, Richard Ramirez, and he's my least favorite. He has no charm whatsoever. Ed Kemper's my favorite. I love Ed Kemper. He had a stroke, so he didn't talk anymore, but I would have loved to have met Ed Kemper. Yeah, he was horrible. A terrible little man, but he admitted he turned himself in. Give him that. Well, he's going to get caught anyway because he decapitated his mom and left the head on the mantle. But that's a solid point. But I was in the area when Richard Ramirez was doing this stuff. In fact, I saw Richard Ramirez walking around uptown Whittier a couple of times. I knew he was a horrible human being, you could tell. That's going to be great, the first live stream. Yeah. That's the entertainment we need. Come on. Let's get to the hardcore stuff. Dilly-dally. Everybody loves murder. Yeah, well, Nick was also in Whittier. That's where I did a couple of them, and there was an uptown where he was living at a place called a Little Executive Hotel. I smelled him. I saw him. He looked just like a friend of mine, but it wasn't him. He was like a crazy, old, strange, weird person, and a couple of my friends commented, like, who is that guy? It's fucking weird. It scares me. Yeah, that scared me, and I'm fearless. Yeah, Brian, he was on meth. I know that for sure, because I knew the smell. The smell of like bad breath, bad teeth, dirty leather jacket, and crystal meth. I can still smell it. I know. I smelled that guy. Like, it was not a pleasant aroma. And yeah, he just walked up on the street and didn't talk to him. He just glared at people, and we just gave him. It was only for probably the better part of a week that he was down there. Then I figured out who it was almost immediately after he got busted and read some up, and I recognized his face. I know that son of a bitch. Never talked to him. He didn't seem interested in talking to people. Oh yeah, Brian. That's like it's Mexico. You wonder why people come to the United States from Mexico? That's why the good people want out of Mexico. I don't give them blame them. Just get the hell out of there. Mexico's always had a terrible, terrible government. Always. It could be a garden spot. It could be the greatest place on earth if somebody got rid of all the corruption. I don't know, Brian. I don't get it. Shop now at Tempur-Pedic.com. I've been violent when it was called for, sort of, but yeah, I feel not like that. Bold, confident. Yeah, Brian, go ahead. It smells serial killers. I'm interested. Spending time watching the movies, the documentaries, and reading the books. I read a lot of the books. I take a break from World War II. I go to serial killers. I'm not a well man, but I haven't killed anybody that anybody knows about. The great song, Dead Babies. Oh, no, I Love the Dead. Yeah, Nick, you met my wife? Her brother was one of the guys who lived in the trailer and had all the weird animals. He was the roommate. So may have been the Zodiac Killer. So I have like two degrees of separation from maybe who was the Zodiac. I've had a lot of brushes with serial killers in my life, sort of, indirectly or directly. Yes. Oh, well. I'm proud of it. I'm not ashamed of it. It's just, you live in weird orbits. You tend to run into people like that. Not intentionally. You never know who they are until you find out later. God, the one woman, I can't remember her name, but I met her. She's the hooker that killed all the guys, and in Florida, but she was in Santa Cruz for a while. I think they found him, Brent. Yeah, well, I don't mind. I don't judge, Nick. I just don't like boring people. A little serial killing. As long as I don't kill anybody that I like, if they just confine their killing to the rich middle class people, that doesn't bug me. They have it coming. Don't stop killing prostitutes. Stop killing them. That's terrible. They have a fucked up life already. Don't make it worse. Well, I thought they'd found him, Brent. I'm sure you're right. Oh, yeah, I remember when Jimmy Hoffa was alive and cooking because my dad was a teamster. And she had to go to a couple of union meetings because they made her. And all the bigwigs were all obviously mafiosos. They were all Italian. He just never went back. He knew they were just a bunch of losers. Yeah, pretty much, Nick. Yeah, it's New Jersey. Or Long Island had quite a few, too. Long Island was good for that. Oh, yeah. The mafia is just not what it used to be. All the Russians and everybody else, all these other mafias kicked in, and you got to stick with the Sicilians and the Irish and the Jews. The Jews have a really good mafia thing going on, but they had agreements, a couple turf wars, but that just cleaned things up. And none of it was anything like The Godfather at all. Look at the way these get expensive clothes, but loud and in bad taste. Fat and greasy, and they hung out in weird social clubs that looked like Moose Lodge bars. Which is why I would probably want to hang out there, just for the decor. Nick knows my taste in bars very well. And how. But the Watering Hole is a good bar. Nothing wrong with that place. Plus when Roy showed up and he's just drinking vodka, tequila in the bathroom, got caught. Buried, yeah. The pictures look good day. A little Watering Hole. God, the hours I spent there, all the money I spent there. Oh dear Lord, it was an expensive hobby. Look at them, bourbon and Coke. He almost got kicked out of the hole, but I vouched for him, and I had to have a long talk with old Roy boy. Just for a little while, a lot of the office people from Watering Hole decided they wanted to drink and hang out with me at the bar, and I told them not to. I don't want you here. You were allowed, the in crowd, the people we could bitch about jobs to, but we didn't want the other people around. Get out of here. My bar. Go someplace else. A couple of the management people tried to hang out with me, and they're just, fucking don't do that. Otis, yeah. I met one of the guys who played for the Hens. Yeah, I did. Otto, yeah. Otto. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, he was Otto. Just. Yep, Otis. Not the Otis Toole. That guy wasn't cool at all. Not one of my favorite serial killers. Complete liar, too. Nobody knows how many people kill puppy. More like Blotto. Yeah. He kept trying to. He hit up at people's wives. I almost killed him. Otis Campbell, very good. Yeah. It's one of the many anything but PetSmart for your Otis was great. That show is brilliant. That show is complete. There was never a bad episode. Not one frame is bad. It's great. That show is just Americana at its finest. I'm old. I've watched it my entire life. I remember some of the episodes when they were new. Never does, Brent. That and Leave It to Beaver. Two shows you can always count on. And Leave It to Beaver is great. It's hilarious. It never ages. The kids are kind of real and they're funny and they're goofballs. The friends are all complete losers. Potentially murderous. God, look at the Lumpy. Larry Mondello, Eddie Haskell. He's Whitey. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Crystal, yay. I would love to see the Andy Griffith Museum. I would love it. I'd pay homage. Yeah. Andy Griffith and Leave It to Beaver, they were the three best TV shows of all time, but Combat wins. Combat's the greatest TV show ever made. I don't care. Ever. I'll believe that till the day I die. Combat is the best. Best made show, at least. About 200 episodes, and only 4 of them were bad. They're bad. God, I always wanted that hat. It's just a great hat. All museums, Crystal, all of them. I love museums. I haven't been to one in ages, but ever since I was a little kid. Yeah, Frank Bank. Lumpy. Was Clarence Rutherford was the character's name. His father. Forgot that. Richard Deacon played the father. I know that much. Yeah, that's pretty good, Brent. Yeah. June Cleaver was one of the most beautiful women in history. Just beautiful. People don't notice that. Just a lovely woman. She always had a little bit of saltiness to her. Something was going through her mind that wasn't G-rated. People say that wasn't a realistic show, but a lot of it really was very realistic, the way kids would think. That was there. The scripting was right there. So it wasn't that in anything. And it was the 50s. A lot of people were like that in the 50s. It existed. Not everybody was horrible. And there were kind, decent people back in the 50s. There are very few of those now, but yeah. Crystal's kind and decent. Yep, Whitey. That's Whitey for you. I'd forgotten his name. Weird character, Whitey. That name wouldn't fly now, but he was blonde. He was a towhead. That's what we call him, Whitey. Whitey Whitney. Hubert. You name a kid Hubert, something bad's going to happen. That guy's going to prison. I'll be Hubert. Right now, I think everybody's a serial killer. Yeah, Brett. He actually was a hero. He took a bullet from bad guys. He was a good cop. He was probably a really authentically decent cop because it's so very few. But I would think, Eddie Haskell would be a good cop. He was a hero. He was undeniable. He did a good job. So he's one of the few cops I respect. Eddie, I salute you. The new Leave It to Beaver was a good series too. It was very good. It was pretty dramatic, but it was well acted. Yeah. Oh, he's a total wise guy. He's just a total weasel, but also a coward at the same time. Officer Haskell. Yeah. Well, he's LAPD, so you get what you get. There's a mixed bag for you. I don't have a lot of esteem for the LAPD. I'm sorry. No. San Jose, from what I've heard, I get from good authority, there's some really good cops in San Jose, some really good ones. Nick's dad, he's a good cop. I did research. He was all right. He was a good guy. So it was good to know. It's cool. Right. Yeah, golly gee. Creep, that was one. 454, of course, before, yeah. That was a good series, too, but that was, we knew the casting was, it turned into the Munsters. A fun show. I didn't watch much of that because that wasn't on the air of the crappy TV channels I went. Because I grew up on TV reruns, the awful channels. So I just absorbed all TV into my pores. I can still watch the episodes when I close my eyes. And I've subjected many an ex to my taste in television. Do we have to watch Leave It to Beaver again? Yes, apparently we do. Yes. I might even watch an episode or two later. It never gets old. Yeah. I got to start playing more Alice Cooper. if I can. I'm the boss. Hey, Saucy, what's going on? Thanks for showing up. Yeah, Brett. Brett, if you're a heterosexual male and you see, oh my God, it's the most erotic thing I've ever seen. She's vacuuming and she's wearing pearls. And you too, Sauce. Was he? RCMP, yeah. When I lived in Canada, we had an RCMP woman living down the street, and I was afraid to meet her. Good God. Cops are one thing, but Canadian cops. But she kept the entire road street crime free. People were just deathly afraid of her. Sorry, Brandon. It is. I don't mean to be weird, but it just is what it is. It's pretty tame. It's very tame. I'm not going to go into details about it. I wouldn't do that because let's leave it to Beaver. Yeah. I got limitations. Nobody's allowed to perv on June in my presence. You can adore her.
Sasha's daily sneeze attack scared the birds away. So Mom,
yeah, very good, Brent.
Save the day. Puffs Ultra Soft is more cushiony thin.
God, Larry Mondello. He always had like a piece of fruit in his hand. Just pull this apple out of nowhere. It's great. That was a good gag. I always have those rings under his eyes. Then his mother, oh dear Lord, she's 8 million years old. She must have had Larry when she was 50. That explains a lot. And nobody ever saw the dad. I don't think Larry Mondell was referred to, but he never showed up. He's always away on business. He's probably dead in a crawl space. That's my theory. Yeah, that's right, Brent. I think he's the only television series that is talked about but never seen. I think I'm a staple gag. Now then, come on. That's June we're talking about, Nick. We're talking about pretty much any woman besides that. Brent, I think he was dead. I think the mom killed him. Larry wouldn't notice. Donna Reed, that was a very synthetic TV show. I've studied it because you know me, I study things. But the Patty Duke show was so much better. That was classics, early mid '60s. It really is. You can learn a lot because it's research. Just Don Reed, the family was too affluent. The doctor and stuff. That's just no. I wouldn't want to hang out with them. Fart breath. In real life, Beaver would use language like that. It comes close, but apparently they picked up all the slang from the San Fernando Valley. They collected it from real kids. So this was, creep and what that is still in the vernacular. Brent, I have been singing that song forever, and it pops into my head at least once a week for the rest of my life, Brent. I'm not kidding. They're cousins, identical friends, and you'll find. Yeah. Yep, hot dog mixer low control. It's so funny. I'll bet it does, Daddy. But then she went to the Valley of the Dolls and became a giant pinhead. Yep. There's a transition for you. Then we have Gidget. Our Wonderful show. Gidget was great. That was a great TV show. So it was a flying nomin in a weird way. Nobody can make heads of that show now, but the Flying Nun. That's what it's about. At the Convent Santanko. And they have the nightclub. Nightclub owner. Yeah. I can't remember his name. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. It always comes back. Carlos was the first name of the character, but however.
Ashley Sleep delivers incredible comfort and convenience.
It's just a cute thing.
You could be enjoying more restful sleep the very same
Papa,
time.
yeah.
Shop Ashley Sleep today, exclusively.
It's kind of just a cutesy adolescent variation on name, but he seemed to like it. I can't remember the actor's name, but William Shallert is the actor. Great actor. Shows up on all kinds of stuff. Just never got a very big, but he's in a million shows, and I love seeing him on shows. He's always good. Yeah. A lot of movies. He showed up in a lot of movies. He did a lot of work. He just seemed like a smart, nice guy. Yeah. Yeah, William Shallert. Yep. I'm actually a William Shallert fan because we do exist. I'm sorry, we do. I watch for these TV characters and everywhere, everything. He was in a bunch of TV shows and movies. Solid actor. Wasn't really a boyfriend, it was just a buddy, but I can't remember his name. Oh, dear Lord. He seemed really gay, Brent. He seemed very gay. I think she was kind of a beard. Hey, what's going on, 9999? How you doing? Good to see you. Been a while. I haven't been on very much. Trying to get back. I've just been going through a lot of shit. Trying to keep doing this. I enjoy doing once I start doing it, I'm fine. It's like to make myself. Yeah. Richard. Oh, crap. But are you're living in your car or something? What the hell happened? What the hell? Everyone's falling apart. Nobody ever knows what Wander's really doing because I think she's having some big problems, but she won't talk about them. Enough. Yeah, I can do homeless, but I don't want where to go through it. Oh, good. Then I love your auntie, and she's the best in the world. That's all I need to know. She's great. She lends you a couch. She's a good person. Especially you. I tell you, there have been times in my life, just one night on a couch was my dream come true. It was my break. Trust me. Can I sleep on your couch, please? So I don't want to sleep on dirt anymore under that bridge. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I lived under a bridge for 2 years. 2 years I'll never get back. A lot of it was a blur. If I think about it hard, it all comes back to me, but none of it's very good. Yeah. Did you lose your job or where? Is that what's going on? If you are, God, you're crazy enough to go on the dole. They work on that. Yeah, where you don't want to live in a car. It's a bitch. No. It's very uncomfortable. It's nasty. Okay. Yeah. Sounds like one of those stories I've lived. Yeah, it happens. Oh, okay. Me too, Brent. Oh, and Al Pacino, yeah. Dobie Gillis was a great show.
Engage the team with this document.
Just nutting up. My mental health has just not been very good over the last couple of months. I've been working on trying to be sane, but it's not working too well. But I finally started cleaning my room. That's my biggest thing. Oh. Well, it happens, yeah. I'll bet 999 gets gassy on occasion. She's an earthy gal. She's not skittish. I don't like skittish women. They're too fragile. Actually, really, skittish women are actually really fun to gaslight and stuff. Just make them nervous for fun. Yeah, I do. Maud? Oh, Maud, that one. Nah, that was horrible. Skittish, yeah. I've never dated a Jew. Oh, I take that back. I dated a girl who claimed to be a Jew, but she really wasn't. It was hard. Oh, she was beautiful, tiny, short. We broke up because I left to move to LA and ate a bunch of acid and came back, and she didn't want to be my boyfriend anymore. I don't blame her. Maud, yep. B. Arthur. Adrian Barbeau, a whole bunch of people. And that one guy from Different Strokes is on there too. Why do I remember this shit? It was an offshoot of All in the Family. Matter of fact, there are a whole bunch of them. Yeah. All in the Family just spun out so many shows. Well, not that many, but several. TV was way different in the mid-70s. Brett, I thought she was a very attractive woman. I never had a problem. Her weird smock clothing was weird. But she was a Marine. She was in the Marine Corps. What a mess with Maud. I haven't watched Burger Boy in a long time, and he and I feuded for a while. We made a truce. It was brokered. It was brokered by the CEO, Conrad Bain. That's the one. Thank you, Brent. Oh, what's her face? Rube McClanahan. Yeah, that's the one. I'll tell you, all lesbians. I don't think B. Arthur was not. I don't think she was gay. She may have been. But she was a Marine, the Marine Corps. Large woman. Yeah. Face aware. I got a weakness for kind of semi-butch lesbians. Always have. It's a problem. And I've been friends with a lot of them. You're hot. You're sexually good. It's almost like having sex with a man. Wait a minute, that sounds weird, but oh no, never mind. Let's go drink. I used to drink with lesbians a lot. They were the best people. They're always depressed. They're always over-medicated with crap. They're always breaking up with their girlfriends, which I was too. So when you bitch about women, we had that. So yeah. Those are the dykes with senses of humor. The ones without a sense of humor, they were scary. They're just mean. God. Anyway. Yeah. I have traveled in a lot of circles. I've seen it all, done half of it. Some of it I liked, some of it I didn't. Yeah, it's Yep, the Alice Cooper School's Out album. Yep. Great song. Skibbity Sydney. God, please, not the Skibbity thing. Don't do that. Please, Brody, please don't.
Every day with Ceramides, I need to seal in moisture.
Probably a great person. Just don't taunt the old man. It's not me. It's not nice. I'll be dead soon, so don't pick me. I'll be here for a little while there, Ware. I'll call you a Ware forever. I'll never get used to the 999 thing. Just won't do it. Oh, the gang fight. Zip zuns and kitty cat noises. This album is so good. So good. When I was 15, Alice Cooper was my life. Giant Alice Cooper fan. Still am. I never went away. Once an Alice Cooper fan, always an Alice. I would love to meet the Coop. Really would. Yeah. Great guy. You know. Went through his cocaine period and lived through it because he's weighed about 2 pounds. Look at the cocaine pictures of Alice Cooper, and it's dreadful. I thought he was going to die on us. We all thought Alice Cooper was going to die before our very eyes, and we're just, oh no, Alice, come back, we need you. And then he made it back. So cool. He quit drinking. He decided to use cocaine to quit drinking. That was a bright idea, Alice. Intelligent man, but he's as stupid as I am. Yeah, it'll work. Won't drink anymore. I'll just do rails. I'll do a rail with 999. Oh, yeah. Oh, we do it all right. We'd end up in prison within a couple days. I hope my chat didn't time out, but I will. Is anybody going to comment, or I'm going to go off the air if somebody's not commenting because it might have timed out. I think that may be the case. Oh, there we go. Okay, Brent, thank you. Keep popping up once in a while, Brent. Reassure me. I can count on old Brent, buddy. Yeah. Yep, when Wander's not here, Brent's in charge. There you go, Brent. You're a good lad, Brent. I love you. You're a good guy. You're a funny man. Never doubt your own talent, guy. Very, very good. So my friend Robert Nick shows up, and I love the guy, and I know him in real life. Known him for years. Very, very smart man, and one of the most polite human beings I've met in my life. So that's saying a lot. You put up with my shit. You see me at my best and my worst. There's very, very little best. He's seen not enough, Brett. I've been meaning to for years because that's a good show. Well, we have, Bill Cosby. He never did anything wrong, did he? He was great on that show. Live with it, Nick. Bill Cosby was funny as hell. I'm not going to discount his humor. I'll watch his stuff. I don't care. I just hated the Cosby Show is terrible. That was one of the most abominable shows on history. Yep. I could go for a pudding pock right out now. No, I don't want one. I don't want to think of that. No. No. I don't want your pop. Get it away from me, Bill. Love your show. His comedy albums were great. Listen to those things, wonderful. Yeah, he was genuinely funny, Nick. I just always loved him. Seemed personable. I didn't know. So he's a pervert. I didn't mean people don't exist in my reality. I just enjoy their talent. The bomb diggity. And Fat Albert was brilliant. One of the greatest cartoon shows in history. It was great. So thank you, Bill. And all the characters were based on his humor. Yeah, so the characters actually existed in Bill's head. And he claims they all came from his old neighborhood. So you gotta respect that. Old Cosby. This is a true story. When I lived hanging out with Janet, you knew Janet, in Portland, we take the bus together, and this one kid, I said, giant, fat black kid. Fat. Oh, no, he's eating, sugar and stuff with his mom. And I just noticed, he looks just like Fat Albert. And I told Janet, we got on the phone, I said, look at this kid. He looks like Fat Albert. Oh, shut up. And bigger than shit, his mom. Now, Albert, put that candy down. The kid's name was Albert. It's a real Fat Albert. I thought that was surrealism. People misuse that word, but that was surrealism. Crap, he is. That boy is fat, and he is Albert. I felt sorry for the kid because he was huge. Oh, God, no sweaters? No, Brent, no. I hated those. I hated the show. I couldn't stand the show. Just, it was awful. It had no soul, whatever. If you're a bartender, you have to have some shtick. You have to have stories about making you money. So I believe that. It's a great start. I was a bartender. I worked in a bar. I wasn't the bartender, but they had to have a lot of jokes. In street poetry, I had to have a lot of stories and shit. You had to dredge it up. And well, I've been around street storytellers my entire life. Especially the hobo thing. Yeah. Just do it.
A Chewy order is on the way.
Night Court was great. Chores was pretty okay. Chores was pretty much like it with a bar.
Speak for himself.
It's a good show.
So when he
Good
came
cast,
to
ensemble.
Dad
It's,
put it on auto ship.
the last two seasons was awful.
Delivered
But, yeah.
The flavor Rue loves, the savings they
Oh,
love.
what's the name of that show?
For automatic delivery,
The Kelsey
5%
Grammer
savings,
show,
for
dear
life
Lord.
events, There's Chewy.
I can't remember, and I love that show. Oh, geez, I love that show. Well, yeah, putting the roofies in there. Slipping people Mickeys. Not Webster. No, Frasier, thank you. Not Webster. That was a mutant. That was a weird kid. No Webster. There's something very wrong with that show. It's like they're looking for like little midget black kids for a while. Here you go, Brent. Oh, well, Frasier. I liked Frasier. This is a great show. They don't make them like that anymore. Come on. Tossed salads and scrambled eggs. That was right. That's what, yeah. That was a guess. Oh, yeah. Did the world need a Gary Coleman ripoff? Arnold? That show was horrible, too. But I was watching the Dana Plato. I'd watch her, and she seemed like oversexed and high. Turns out she was. So I noticed, like, there's something wrong with that kid. That teenager's trouble. Yeah, she was in trouble, all right. Ma'am, yeah. Well, it's obviously a slave holdover, Brent. Because you know how white people are. Yeah, white people. Nick's exempt from my white people bashing because he's broke as hell. That show was overrun with trucks. How? Then the Facts of Life TV show, I watched it. It was weird. It was really horrible, but I watched it. Grapey, what's going on? I had beans for breakfast. I'm gonna make beans tomorrow. I didn't cook today because I wasn't feeling myself, but I'll be cooking tomorrow, and beans will be on the menu. because I am the Bean Wizard. I live up to the 9 now. I eat more beans than everybody. Silver Spoons was actually pretty good. It was fluff, but it was interesting. It was entertaining, you know. And what's his face? The kid was a great actor and turned into a good actor. Can't remember the actor's name, but what was it? The Lost Battalion? I'm telling you, those are some World War I movie. It was very, very good. He got kind of typecast, it's sad. You don't know, Fran. She was hot. She's a beautiful woman. However, a little bit of New York goes a long ways in my book. You got to remember that New York was the big thing in the mid 70s. All these Woody Allen started all that stuff. I just got tired of it. Fran was a hottie. She was. But the voice couldn't do the voice. She did seem like kind of a slutty Jewish woman, but nothing wrong with that. We need more sluts. Jews are fine. Probably, Brent. It was probably a time when I wasn't watching any TV, and there were a couple of years where I never saw a television set. They went to a bar and they had the TV on, and what is the strange box on the wall? I don't have to see complete series of anything, but I can watch Combat, all the episodes anytime I want to because it's on YouTube, and I've watched them all many, many times. Combat, that's the show, greatest show ever made. I'm sorry, it's true. I did, but I hated it. But I used to watch TV shows that were just on at weird times of the day, and serial killer stuff, Grapey, because you know why. He's just taking notes. That intervention shows because he thinks they're hilarious. Oh, I'm never coming down. Give me my heroin. Backs me up. Heroin to the neck. Heroin to the neck. Oh, God. Absolutely. That was what turned you onto that fact there, Nick. And it's true. The direction of the show was great. Doogie Howser. I like Doogie Howser. Not to seem like a pervert, but the weird kid's girlfriend, the blonde. Oh, God. She was beautiful. Just reminded me of some kind of 1980s disco reject woman. Yeah, not in a pervert way because she would have been too young for me by maybe a week or two, or a year or two. I'll wait. I'll wait. Let me see your ID. You're 18? Okay. Sorry, but never. That was a different time. That was the 80s. Things were different back then. They really were. Probably not for great reasons. Oh, that's right. Doogie Howser was actually an amazingly good TV show. It really was.
$10 back in savings
Yeah.
when you spend $60 or more
Yeah.
on any dog food. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
Did I, Brent? Yeah, kind of. I had no problem with that. They were hot, Brent. Sorry, they were good casting. It wasn't a bad TV show. It was actually a pretty good TV show. And great. Golden Girls was far better. It was almost the same thing. Golden Girls was. My mom loved Golden Girls because she's a middle-aged woman, and finally the show shows you that middle-aged women can be really funny and cool, and she was right. She made me watch the show for that reason. Yeah. TV. Rich, fertile ground for us to plow. Murphy Brown was a good show, and Candice Bergen was infinitely hot. She was a beautiful, intelligent woman. She also knew Charles Manson. So Candice Bergen, yeah, she knew Charlie. Yep. So a hot blonde woman who knew Charles Manson. Of course I love Candice Bergen. And look, puppets, Stiv's a dummy. So was Charlie McCarthy. That was Candice Bergen's brother was a dummy. Okay, the Roseanne show was good for 2 seasons. After that, it was off. It was brilliant for the first 2 seasons, but after that, when Roseanne just took over the show, it turned terrible like immediately. She killed the show. The way she's behaving now, she's abominable. She's just one of the worst human beings in the world. Can't stand her. That's true, Nick. Oh yeah, Candy Bergen was. If you don't think she's hot, you're gay. That's all. That's what's so cute. I don't think she's hot. You're gay. Because she was intelligent hot. You know? Yeah. Smart as hot. Oh, that's a reboot. I wouldn't watch the reboot anyway. There was some good acting in the show. The kids were great, but it just got awful. It got topical. Once it became topical, I wanted nothing to do with it. Do we need that? Just kind of forced stuff. That'll come back up soon, Nathaniel. I love the truck driver music. I love it. That's just great stuff. Charles in Charge. No. Yeah, no, go Charles Manson in Charge. Yeah, that's better. That's always the thing, Charles in Charge. Actually, my building manager's name is Charles. Charles in Charge. Yeah, he doesn't laugh about it because it's stupid. He's a guy, he's a great guy. Skilled in charge, that's better. Oh, you're in trouble now. I'm in charge. Taking over. Charlie McCarthy in charge, Stiv in charge. I gotta break the Stiv puppet out pretty soon. I really have to. I just never got enough mileage out of Stiv. The meanest puppet in history. The nastiest, most vile human being ever on YouTube. And he lives in my closet. And he's out to get me.
This guy again. Hey, son.
I'm telling you, Nick, you get a mannequin, you start playing with the thing, or they become real. They have personalities. Remy Steele, I didn't watch a lot of it. It was a good show. It was a fine show. Oh, yeah. Better than average was stylish. Quantum Leap was really good. It's a very good show, as a matter of fact. The casting was really, really good. It was a great show. Stylish. Yeah. That wasn't a bad period for... I never liked the A-Time team. That was horrible. God, my brother used to make me watch that shit. It was just awful. Everything about it I hated. Mama's Family was brilliant, Brent. That was one of the funniest shows in history. Because it reminded me of my dad's family. They lived in Holtville, California. It was total Mama's Family country. Yeah. Oh, God. It was like a documentary in my house. I loved it. It was just funny all the time. Mama was great. I didn't like Chips. Stupid. Eric Estrada bugs me. Then he goes on the Mexican soap opera, and he didn't speak Spanish, but he had to learn Spanish so he could be on Mexican soap operas. I think the only good cop show ever in history would have been Dragnet. You cannot beat Dragnet. So good. I'm a giant Jack Webb fan anyway. Great actor, great producer. It just was. I didn't like it. Adam 12 was good. Adam 12 was pretty damn good, but that was a Jack Webb production. Only Dragnet is Dragnet, Dick. You know that. Your dad would have said, yep, Dragnet, that's the one. Great. And it was like the cheapest show in history to ever make. These actors never had a chance to rehearse. That's why everything is clipped in the show, because nobody knew the script. You had the script over the course of a weekend. That's all you had. Then you had to. There was no rehearsal. None, Nick. Oh yeah, Brent. Yeah, Nick. It was great. I mean, the original 1980s, or actually 1950s series was the best noir I've ever heard in my life. It was great cinema. And the radio show was great too. Jack Webb got a lot of mileage out. Chico and the Man was awful. It just bugged me. It was based in LA, but they made it Chico a Puerto Rican and not a Mexican. I never understood that, and I didn't like that idea because LA was Mexican. So there weren't Puerto Ricans running around LA. I never met one. There's a slap in the face to our Mexican-American brothers and friends, sisters. All in the Family was good until it wasn't. Oh yeah, Nick, all the Dragnet stuff is available. I've watched and listened to all of it, and I loved it. But the 1950s version was so good. It should be taught in film school. It really should, to make a good, tiny, quick movie, because they were essentially movies. Talk about mood, just I mean, they really camped up the 60s Dragnet, but it's still really good. Yeah, he was Puerto Rican and Hungarian. He's a Hungarican, he said. Jack and the Family. I never watched it, but I liked it. Joseph Conrad, I got mentioned him earlier, and he was great. He's the fat man. Back when he still called people fat, because he was fat. So what? Back in the days when that's just a fat guy over there. How interesting. Boy, he's fat. Look at the big fat guy. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Just I don't see anybody that fat very often.
Who can speak for himself, but can't shop for himself.
They seem to wear their fat like a fashion statement back in the days. Just that wasn't what it was. I don't think anybody ever insulted him for it. It's just a big fat guy. Fat women, yeah, fat. Look at fat.
For automatic delivery at 5% savings for life with pets.
Both of those are great. Rockford Files was brilliant. Columbo was good, but Rockford Files is just. I'm not gay, but Jim Carter, I probably would have slept for him because he was just, God, he's a really, really, really good actor. Oh, it's Joseph and William, but sorry about that. Where's the bird? That's a weird movie because nobody could understand the script for that movie. There are things that shouldn't have happened in the movie. Oh, Who Loves You, Babe? Oh, Telly Savalas. I hate Telly Savalas. And he showed up on Combat episodes, and I hated him more. It's like, oh, Lord. Yep, couldn't handle Telly Savalas. People will tell you that, oh, he hates Telly Savalas. Don't mention Telly Savalas. Yep, there's a couple people on Combat I can't stand. Oh, what's his name? God, I can't remember the guy's gay guy got murdered. Rebel without a cause. That guy. Horrible. Killed by the doll. I don't know that one. I'd like to see that. Sal Mineo, yeah. Horrible in combat. God, what a bitch. He was on 3 episodes, and 2 episodes he was billed. On the 3rd one, you barely listened to the credits. Yeah, the American Muggers Association. People don't give muggers enough credit these days. Purse snatchers. Hey, no, you got to become a purse snatcher. And then you can work where you have to cat burglar, jewel thief. The good old timey safe crackers, confidence men. I watch a lot of TV. Well, I've done my work here for the night. Love you guys. And Nick, show up more often. And Brent, you're regular here. You have to show up. And everybody else, love you. Have a good night. Safe crack. Yep, that's a good career.